Welcome back, everyone. Kurt Bauman here, Music in the Stars. What you're listening to is G sharp, which is my personal sun in the sign of Sagittarius. So we're continuing the journey of understanding ourselves through music, understanding our astrology, our cosmic signature through tone, through frequency, through sound. I'm moving it down to an F sharp, which is Libra, which is my moon. So I'm going from a G sharp to an F sharp. What's fascinating about this is we can dig into our own personal natal chart and we can find the different signs and the different houses that each one of our planets are in, and we can literally apply music to them. And what I'm playing here is a C sharp, which I'm going to get to, but this particular note is what I'm going to term my particular personality corrective tone, we'll call it. And I'll get to why that is, but this is a very important note for me because ultimately, after going through my inner planets, which are, as you know, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Moon, those are the inner planets that represent our individuality, the frequencies that we are living and moving and breathing and having our life experience in the collective, which is represented by the outer planets. Throw also in there the F, which is my personal rising sign, Virgo. So I have a sun in Sagittarius, a moon in Libra, a rising sign in Virgo, which is sun G sharp to F sharp moon, rising sign F. My Mercury also in Sagittarius, bringing us back to the G sharp. My Venus is in Aquarius up to the A sharp. My Mars in Aries, which is actually C. Now this is where the corrective tone that I mentioned before is going to play a role. Why is that? So basically what I did is I took all of these notes and I said, okay, what scale reflects the most closely to who I am tonally through my astrological makeup? I know that's a mouthful of words right there, but what I'm explaining is we need to find for all of these notes somehow within a scale which represents our primal tone. It represents the frequencies most resonant with who we are astrologically speaking. So the closest one for me is F sharp major. So then most of the notes in F sharp major hit my individual personality, minus the F and the C. So the F representing my rising sign, the C representing my Aries, those two actually work quite well together. So I move between an F sharp major to an F natural minor in my tonality. Adding the third in the F minor scale brings me back to G sharp, which is my sun, which is my Mercury. I hope this isn't confusing. I understand I'm going all over the place here, but there is method to this madness. Going back to the corrective note, the C sharp. So I'm moving my C, which is my Mars, which has sort of a dissonance, right? When I blend the C, my Mars, into the F sharp scale, the C sharp is going to be the fifth, the corrective tone. So what does that mean? What it means is this tone, the C sharp, is the tone for me to bring my individuality, to bring my personality back into tune. C sharp pulls my Mars in Aries, which is very fire, very aggressive, very, it's a strong power, it's a superpower, yet when applied to my personality, sometimes might pull me out of balance, where if I add more of a C sharp, a Taurus nature, to my Mars, brings me in harmony with my primal tone. So this can be used in so many ways. It can be used basically when I feel out of balance, when I feel out of alignment with my truth, when I feel stuck, when I feel in any sort of way like I could up my game and be more in tune with what's going on around me, it would be in my best interest to stop, to tune into the C sharp. Each of us have these notes. Each of us have harmony and dissonance within our personality. It's just the cards we've drawn and the life experience. It's what happens the moment that we're born and the planets are in their positions in the sky, resonating frequencies and notes which make up our literal vibration of the life experience. Then we live and we move and we cruise around and we encounter other beings, other energies which are also resonating at certain frequencies and certain tones, which mix and mingle with ours, which sometimes feel amazing and feel in harmony, and sometimes we literally use terms like that's a bad vibe, or that, the frequency is throwing me off, and it's music. It's music. So this is teaching us that we can actually tune ourselves, tune different aspects of our personality through resonant tones, through either, we can put headphones on and listen to these frequencies. We can tone with them, which I feel would be the most powerful, because using our own inner vibration, our own inner voice, our built-in resonant frequency, we use that to tone, which resonates through the cells of our bodies and realigns us. So again, my primal tone moves from F sharp major to an F natural minor, going up, moving through there. The corrective tone for me, the C sharp. But ultimately, these resonances work really well and bring me into a sense of harmony, into a sense of my own personal truth. So now you may ask yourself, well, how is this applicable to anything relevant in my life? Which is a fantastic question, because as you know, it's so important that we ground this, that we make this practical. And the way this is practical is by going through the natal chart, it helps you better understand different frequencies and resonances within yourself that may be out of alignment, and we can literally use other tunes, other tones to correct those and bring ourselves back into alignment. We can also look at different areas within our chart through the houses of what resonates best in certain areas of what love, of work, of career, of purpose, of personality. We can go into all of those, find which tones are ours. We can resonate with them, ground ourselves, energetically tune ourselves to our primal tone. And then we take that and we blend that to what's happening out in the cosmos with all of the transits that are happening, also making their music, also making their frequency, beaming that out into the world, bouncing off our primal tone, and we see how that resonates. That's the area I was going in my last video as we were looking at Mercury going into the sign of Aries and what that resonates, and then bouncing off the different major aspects of sextiles or squares, oppositions, trines for the different signs, and listening to what those sound like, and then using the corrective tones if need be in order for us to harmonize and tune with the music in the stars. Please let me know what you think about this. I'm going deep into this right now, and it's really fascinating. It's really fascinating stuff, and I sense that we can use this to really help us lock into our truth, to really help us lock in to our personal frequency and resonance. So as we live and cruise through the world, we can always be in contact with our tone and then resonate that with power, with truth, with conviction of that tone, as we encounter other musical notes out there in the world, and then we can make music with our life. We can literally dance to that music more consciously, more aware. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, please share this. If you find it interesting, or someone else who might find it interesting, I'd love your thoughts on it and to see how much further we can take it. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. I can hear music in the stars.